Don't buy the Wahl Magic Clip Cordless. This review might save you $140 and a lot of frustration. I've been a barber for 10 years, and this is the clipper everyone talks about. But here's what surprised me after 6 months of daily use. It's not the flawless champion people claim. It has some serious, deal-breaking problems for both professionals and home users. Therefore, you need to hear this before you click Buy Now. For the best price, if you're still interested, click the link in the description. Let's dive into the reality check. First, let's talk about the hype. The Wahl Magic Clip Cordless has a cult following. It's a 4.5-star rated juggernaut on Amazon, costing around $139.99. Promises of fade mastery, legendary power, and cordless freedom are everywhere. I bought into it. The unboxing feels premium. You get the clipper, a set of guards, a blade guard, oil, a charger, and a comb. The build is solid, classic Wahl metal housing. It feels like a pro tool in your hand, and that initial buzz, crisp, powerful. I was ready to create some masterpiece fades, but that's where the first problem quietly starts. The battery life is a ticking time bomb of disappointment. Wahl advertises a long run time, and for the first few months it was okay. Not amazing, but okay. However, the real story is battery degradation. After about 4 months, I noticed it. A full charge wasn't lasting through 3 full haircuts. I'd be mid-fade and that power indicator would flash red. Panic mode. You have to plug it in, which defeats the entire cordless promise. This isn't just my experience. Dig into those top Amazon reviews and you'll find a pattern. People love it at first, but a year in, the battery is a shell of its former self. Therefore, you're not buying a cordless clipper for life. You're buying one with a battery on a secret timer. It's like a relationship that starts hot and fizzles fast. You're left holding the charger, wondering where the spark went. Let's talk about the infamous magic clip part, the blade. This zero-gapped, ultra-close cutting blade is why barbers swoon. It's sharp, it's precise. When it's working, it gives you that crispy detail lines. But here's the massive but, the heat. This blade heats up faster than a gossip in a small town. After just 5 minutes of continuous use, it becomes uncomfortably warm against the skin. For a professional doing a 30-minute cut, this is unacceptable. You constantly have to spray coolant, which interrupts your flow and feels amateur. For home users, it means a hot, uncomfortable experience for your victim, your client. The promise of a magic fade is broken by the reality of a hot blade threatening a first-degree burn. Now, the motor. It's a rotary motor known for power, and it is powerful until it isn't. A common complaint, one I've experienced myself, is a sudden loss of power or a strange buzzing when the battery gets to about half. It doesn't slowly die. It gets temperamental. You'll be cutting, and the sound changes, the power dips, and your smooth fade turns into a choppy, tugging nightmare. This is where the 4.5-star rating feels misleading. People review it out of the box, not after 6 months of real wear. Therefore, that rating is a first-date impression, not a marriage review. It's like reviewing a car after the test drive, not after the transmission fails. Let's address the elephant in the room, the price. At $139.99, this is an investment. You're paying for professional-grade performance. But when the battery fails early and the blade could cook an egg, what are you actually paying for? You're paying for the name and the initial thrill. Compared to other clippers in this price range, the long-term value just isn't there. It's the clipper equivalent of a flashy sports car that spends more time in the shop than on the road. Fun to look at, expensive to own, and deeply frustrating. Is there anything good? Of course. The weight and balance are superb. The lever for adjusting the blade is smooth and precise. The guards click on securely. When everything is aligned, a fresh charge, a cooled blade, it can cut beautifully. But that's the catch. It's a clipper of perfect conditions, and barbering or even home haircuts are messy. They're not perfect conditions. You need a tool that's reliable when the going gets tough, not just when the stars align. This clipper is a fair-weather friend. So, who is this for really? It might be okay for a very casual home user who does one quick haircut a month and doesn't mind the quirks. But for any professional or someone who wants a truly reliable, durable cordless clipper, this is a hard pass. The problems aren't minor inconveniences, they're core performance failures. You buy a cordless clipper for freedom and consistency. The Magic Clip Cordless gives you anxiety and inconsistency. Therefore, the promise is broken. What should you do instead? If you're a professional, look at brands like Andes or JRL. Their cordless systems often have better battery technology and cooling. For home users, a corded Wahl Senior is a bulletproof tank that will outlive us all, or consider other cordless models with more consistent long-term reviews. The Magic Clip Cordless is riding on reputation, not current reliability. It's a legend that's starting to show its age, like an athlete past their prime still trying to command top dollar. To wrap this honest review, the Wahl Magic Clip Cordless is a product of contradictions. It feels premium but has cheap components where it counts. It's highly rated but fails under sustained use. It promises magic but delivers mechanics. Therefore, my final verdict is clear. Don't buy the Wahl Magic Clip Cordless unless you're okay with a temporary tool. You deserve a clipper that works as hard as you do, not one that takes unscheduled breaks. For the real best price on Amazon, if you're still curious, click the link in the description below. But consider yourself warned.